What's up, everybody? So yeah, I was able to watch Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor and Oscar Valdez versus Shakur Stevenson live. I was able to watch both of those fights. First off, let me get into Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor. I was very impressed with Katie Taylor. Yes, it was a split decision, but to me, it reminded me a lot of Teofimo Lopez versus Kambosos. For some reason, Serrano looked slower. Um, she didn't look as like what I'm used to seeing her, used to seeing her fight. But she was getting caught a lot. She was getting counterpunched as soon as she came in, like with these quick flurries from Katie Taylor. Um, she wasn't really cutting the ring off a lot. She was following her, and they get in. And also, yeah, Katie Taylor was getting the best of a lot of the exchanges, like when they were going throwing the flurries and exchanging, like with blow for blow. Katie Taylor was kind of getting the last shot. Now, there was a few times that Serrano hurt her. I thought she was hurt. I thought she was about to go down. Maybe not be knocked out, but close, and almost finished her one round. But ultimately, I, the family I was watching it with thought that Serrano was winning. I thought the rounds were pretty close, but I was favoring Katie Taylor. Um, and then, as the fight went on, as the fight progressed, I just thought it was like getting closer and closer. For those first rounds that Katie Taylor was stealing because of the counterpunching and the flurries, won it. I understand why she won. There's arguments. You could argue, you could debate that it could have went to Serrano, but nonetheless, Katie Taylor showed up, executed her game plan, and survived the power from Serrano and won. So, congrats to Katie Taylor. Now, on to Oscar Valdez versus Shakur Stevenson. Now, just like I predicted, Serrano would beat Katie Taylor by dominance. I predicted Oscar Valdez would upset everybody and beat Shakur. I was very surprised with how Eddie Reynoso, their game plan. I do think that they had a good game plan up to a point, but from what I heard in the corner, I don't think that Oscar Valdez was adjusting enough, and he also wasn't listening to Reynoso. Reynoso was giving him certain instructions, and he couldn't execute them. I don't know if it was because of stuff that Shakur Stevenson was doing to nullify it, like that hand thing, where they put their jab out and they hold on where he got warned like I don't know 3 or 4 times. That could have been a big deal if they would have took a point, but that's a little annoying. I don't think that changed the fight, but what did change the fight was the knockdown. I don't think that was a knockdown. I wouldn't have called that a knockdown. He lost his balance, fell into the ropes. The ropes did hold him up, but if a punch would have hit him and the ropes held him up, then yeah, that's a knockdown. I thought it was more of a slip or he lost his balance. But nonetheless, they gave that was a 10-8 round, so that put him even further behind. And then he started doing the high guard and just walking forward, moving his head less. He was catching Shakur Stevenson with the straight right. I like that a lot, the double straight right. He hit him 110 times that fight, which is the most that Shakur Stevenson's been hit. But nonetheless, it wasn't enough. I was expecting him to go in there and box and then flurry at the end of the round and overwhelm him. Kind of like the video I did where Mayweather fought Maidana and Mayweather fought Oscar De La Hoya. Those are the blueprints to nullify Mayweather's style. And I'm using Mayweather as an example because that's the closest comparison to Shakur Stevenson's style. But yeah, overall, that's how it went, and Shakur Stevenson won a unanimous decision, and rightfully so. There's no adjustments in the by Valdez. Like I always say, um, you know, all corruption aside, which I highly doubt, question everything. Click like and subscribe, and comment, and I will try to comment to everybody's comment, reply to everybody's comment as long as this is content related. So yeah, they were both good fights. Competitive, but it is what it is. Congrats to Katie Taylor. Congrats to Shakur Stevenson. I did win a few other bets. Liam Smith beat Vargas, so I won that one. So yeah, it is what it is. It's boxing. So yeah, peace.